Okay, so let me create one folder in the desktop. Let it give a name like file DAT or DAT folder, where I will keep all the DAT files. DAT folder, say. Okay. So now let me open the idle Python. Okay. Let me go to the file, new file. Okay. So now what I will do, I will create one DAT file first. So to create a DAT file, it will be easier. DAT file actually relates with a list. Okay, that file, the file always interacts with the list. What does it mean by interacts? It will be easier to input a list into the file, or the vice versa. If you want to take the output from the file, it will also be in a format of a list. Okay, so list is the good way to interact with a DAT file. So I will try to do the same.
Sir, dictionary to hoy na?
Ekdom. Dictionary is another alternative. Okay, but list is easier.
हाँ sir, okay. Listed पर एक बार बोले दियो तो dictionary से कीबोर्ड access
right, right.
Dictionary
okay.
तक access होती है.
Okay, okay. So first, say import pickle. Pickle helps us to dump a file or to load a file. Okay, so now I will take a list, say list val, something like that. So here I will put some values like say roll number 1. Roll number 1 is say Rajushi. With some more details like Rajushi's age is say 20, say, and he comes from West Bengal, say, kind of that. So now what I will do, okay, let me take another list val, another list val 2, say. So here I will write Shaktoki's name with age 25, say, and with state Maharashtra, say. So there are two lists, and I will try to insert these values inside the DAT file. So it will be easier for us to handle list. Okay, so it will be easier for us. So now I will try to open one file. So file, say if equals to open. So this we all know these methods. Open methods is being used to open a file. So now it depends in which format I will open the file. Okay, so let me open it in the write format. So write binary. Okay, if it is a normal text file, then it will be W format. And if it is a binary file, then it will be write binary. That's all. That's all you need to keep in mind. Okay, so after that, I will, using this pickle class, I will simply write pickle.dump. What does it mean by dump? Dump means just write the list values into the file. That's all. Write the list values into the file. So I will give the list values. List val 1. Suppose I am writing the record of Rajoshi into the file. List val 1 into F. That's all. And after that, I will close the file. F.close. Because it is a good practice to close the file. Okay. So for what I am doing, okay, for the time being, let me comment it out. So what I am doing, I am importing a class, pickle class, why I am importing this pickle class? Because I need to use this dump method. So this method is already written by Python developers. So I do not need to do anything. I will just use this function and mention the list item and mention the file location. That's all. So now the file I am opening from the location, I have to give the location here. which file I'm trying to open. So I have created one DAT folder here. So let me go to the DAT folder first. Go to the DAT folder. Just a minute. Here is the DAT folder. Let me collect the location. It is something like this. Let me copy this out. And you have to give a R. We all know that. Why we should give the R? Because R indicates, means R actually ignores this value. Otherwise, suppose n dao, say we have given n, it will be interpreted as new line. So এটা জানো তো যে মানে আমরা কেন r দিচ্ছি জাস্ট এইগুলোকে ইগনোর করার জন্য, যে /n means new line না, just treat it as a normal Windows file folder. Okay, so anyway, so let me give the name of the folder. It is that folder, and into that let me give the file name as say student something, students DAT. So if it is not created, it will create the file here. Okay, let me close it down. Okay, now we are ready to run the program. Okay, so let me run. Okay, to save, okay, I have to save the file as well. Let me save the file in the same folder, in the DAT folder. It will be easier for us to find. So let me save it with one simple write. This program is simple write. Okay, so it is a Python folder. Okay, let me run that. So look, it is already executed. Okay, so let me close that and let me check the DAT folder now. If the file is really created, yeah or not. Yeah, look, the student files is already created. Okay, so if I try to open that using Notepad is not a good software to see the file, but if I still check that, it will give some abnormal values, but it is the record itself. আমরা আগের দিন এটাই ভুল করছিলাম, আমরা ওটাকে রিড করার জন্য বেশি চেষ্টা করছিলাম, বুঝে গেল? সো ইট উইল বি সামথিং লাইক দিস, কারণ এটা অ্যাকচুয়াল ফরম্যাট নয়, নোটপ্যাডটা অ্যাকচুয়াল সফটওয়্যার নয় এটাকে পড়া। So that was the mistake we are doing last time. So anyway, so this is the record has been inserted into the file. Now you might think ki eta ki adau shotti kore recordta input holo, is it the correct record? How we can understand? So there is another way. So now we will try to read that record from the file. Okay, so let me read the file. Where is the file? Let me read the file again. So now let me write the another program to read. Okay, so I will follow the same way. So
ওখানেই তো রিড হয়ে যাবে,
হ্যাঁ ওখানেও রিড হবে, জাস্ট আমি আলাদা আলাদা করে করছি, এরপর আমি একসাথে করব। জাস্ট আমি সিম্পল রিড সিম্পল রাইট, আগেরটাই সিম্পল রাইট হয়ে গেল, ডান। এবার আমি সিম্পল রিড করছি, নাহলে কনফিউজ হয়ে যাবে, যখন বড় প্রোগ্রাম আসবে তখন কনফিউজ হয়ে যাবে, ছোট ছোট করে করে। সো
স্কুলে অনেক বড় বড় প্রোগ্রাম করেছে,
হ্যাঁ আমরাও করব, আমরা আজকেও করব, আমরা ইয়ারের গুলোও করব, সব করা ঠিক আছে। সো আমরা যদি এরকম করি রিডটা, the content of the student.dat file is same. So now let me open the file once again. Okay, just a minute, let me copy the details from the file, desktop dat folder simple write. Let me copy this out. So it will be same, the code will be something like same. That's the untitled. So let me copy this out. Okay, just a minute. Copy it here. So I do not need these values, these things. Okay, let me open the file, the same file now with read format, because I'm going to read the file. Okay, now pickle.dump, it is not needed. It was required to write, to input the file, something to write into the file. So I do not need that. So instead of that, what I will do, I will take another list val now. Previously, list val was used to give the input something into the file. Now list val will be used to take the output from the file and stored as a list. So now again, I will use this pickle. Pickle is very easy format to take the output from the file. So I will just write load and the file name f, that's all. And now I will print that list file. So whatever we will collect into the list file, I'm going to print. That's all. Okay, so import pickle, we know the meaning of the line. It is just printing a content, and it is opening the file in the read binary. It is just storing the output from the file into a list. In the previous program, list val was used to input the values into the file. Now list val is being used to store the output from the file. After that, print list val, and we are printing whatever we got from the file. And after that, we are closing the file. That's all. Is it clear? Let me run the program. It will be a simple read. After that, we will do the complicated read. So it will be, name it like a simple read. Okay, so run the program. Look, the file is in a good format. Though we cannot see the data correctly because Notepad is not a correct software to read the DAT file. But now it is a separate program. No one can say, okay, we are in the same program. That's why we are able to see the records correctly. But no, Satoki was also suggesting the same, to write the read lines into the same program. But we are accessing the file from a different program, but we are getting the correct result. Look. Is it clear, Rajoshi, Satoki? Boja gelo purota? কোনো ডাউট? ওকে, সো আমরা ধীরে ধীরে করি, মানে ধীরে ধীরে করলে পুরো ক্লিয়ার হবে ব্যাপারটা, আর আমরা সবকটা কোশ্চেন অ্যাটেন্ডও করতে পারবো, না হলে পুরো জগা খিচুড়ি হয়ে যাবে। ওকে, সো জাস্ট সিম্পল রিড হলো। নাও what I will do, I will try to write many things, as Shataki was mentioned. As Shataki mentioned that we will try to load many things. Okay, let me copy the file once again. Let me close everything out. Now it will be like complex, right? Okay, so let me open the file again. Simple, right? And let me copy that. I will reuse this. Okay, copy this out. Now let me open a new file. Let me copy this. Okay, so now I'm going to do a complicated write, and that will be taken from the user. Suppose many names, suppose Rajoshi, Satoki, okay, okay, Julila, good morning. Yeah, so suppose Rajoshi, Satoki, Julila, I will take many names from the user. So now what should I do? Then at that time I will not write this list val, because there is no use of writing this list val, because the user the
function create করতে পারি তো।
Yeah, function just a copy paste thing. Function আমরা যখন পড়েও ছিলাম, function is just a copy paste thing. Function এর
আলাদা ফাংশনটা লিখে নিলাম, তারপর জাস্ট কল করলে
একদম আমি ফার্স্টে ফাংশন দিলে সবাই ভাববে যে function is a mandatory thing in file, but function is not a mandatory. Function is being used for modularity and reusability. So function নিয়ে আপাতত আমরা ঘাটবো না, আমরা জাস্ট নরমাল করে এগোই ধীরে ধীরে। ঠিক আছে, সো আমি একটা ফাইল নিচ্ছি, ফাইলটা আমি ধরো অ্যাপেন্ড মোডে নিচ্ছি। ওয়াই অ্যাপেন্ড মোড? কেউ বলতে পারবে ওয়াই অ্যাপেন্ড মোড? এবি কেন নিলাম?
স্যার যাতে প্রিভিয়াস রেকর্ড গুলো ডিলিট না হয়।
রাইট, যদি আমরা রাইট মোড নিই, if we write WB mode, the records will be overlapped. Okay, but if we use append mode, the record which is inserted later, that will be appended after the previous records. It will not overlap. So that's why আমরা append নিচ্ছি। So আমাদের মিনিং গুলো সবকটা কিন্তু জানার দরকার আছে। Okay, so let me, okay, f close তো ইউজ হবেই, pickle.dump ও ইউজ হবে, but before that I have to write some lines to take the input from the user. So let's say record, I am using one variable as record because it will be used to prompt like enter a value like that. Okay, so I will prompt the user, enter the details of the students, enter all the details of the students. It will be prompted to the user. So after that, I will use a while thing. While true. While true means it will be an infinite loop. It will be iterated till infinite. Then I will prompt up like this, print record number, record. Sorry, bolo.
Try. মানে try accept finally.
হ্যাঁ ট্রাইও দেওয়া যায়, আমি ট্রাইটা দেখাচ্ছি ধীরে ধীরে, একদম স্লো মোশনে আমি দেখাচ্ছি, ঠিক আছে? মানে
ট্রাইটা কাজ করবে,
ট্রাই ক্যাচ করবে, সব করবে। আমি পরের প্রোগ্রামটায় ট্রাই ক্যাচ দেখাই, এটা উইদাউট ট্রাই ক্যাচ।
না স্যার, ওটা ছাড়া কি আউটপুট দেবে?
একদম করবে, একদম করবে, একদম করবে। আগের বারেও তো করলো, আগের বারে রাইটটা ট্রাই ক্যাচে ছাড়াই তো করলো।
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ।
So যদি if it runs for one value, why not it will run for the multiple values? So আমি first we will be going to the first chapter starting programming. Okay, and we will just take some input from the user. তারপর সেটাকে লিস্টে ভরবো, ভরে আমি পুশ করে দেবো same ওয়েতে, because we know the way to push the data into the file. So we need one file, we need one list. That's all. So first we will be concentrating to creating that list. Okay, so print record rec, so it will prompt up like record 1. So after that I will take some input from the user, like what was the input? Role কি ছিল মনে পড়ছে? রোল ছিল, আর কি ছিল?
রোল নেম, age, mark,
age as state. Okay, so first I will take the role from the user. So input, int input, these are the easy lines. So again the important line will come here. Okay, before that these are the normal lines to take the input, we all know that. So enter the role please. So I can use a tab here. Tab will shift the line a bit, that's all. So it is not important, it is just for showcasing those lines anyway. So role,
স্যার একটা জিনিস,
yes role, বলো
স্যার এই রোল নাম্বার বা স্টেট যদি আমি এক্স্যাক্টলি টু নাম্বার অফ ক্যারেক্টারস চাই তো সেটা স্পেসিফাই করতে পারি, যেমন যদি আমি শুধু
করতে পারি।
স্যার কি করে করব ওটা?
সো আপাতত আমরা ধীরে ধীরে এগোই, আমি আসছি, আমি ট্রাই ক্যাচ এটা দেখাচ্ছি, এটা দেখাচ্ছি। সো আমি ধীরে ধীরে এগোই, নাহলে মনে হবে কি বলতো ওগুলো ম্যান্ডেটরি, বাট দোজ আর নট ম্যান্ডেটরি থিংস। ওকে, এস নেম হলো, আর কি ছিল? এজ ছিল, এস এজ ইকুয়ালস টু int input, enter the age of the student. Let me give a tab, it will look good. Enter the age. What else? Is state, student state, input, enter the state. Enter the state. So I have already taken 4 inputs from the user. Okay, so now what is my task? My task is to create a list. So let me create a list. Well,
sir,
bolo
sir, ওই এস নেমে শেষে ওই একটা ব্র্যাকেট উড়িয়ে দিন, আবার এরর দেখাবে।
oh my god,
স্যার রেজিস্টার্ড এর পরে
হ্যাঁ আমরা ভুল করে দিয়ে ফেলেছি। ওকে, so s role, I will create one list with s role, with s name, with s age, with s state. Okay, so I have created that list, and now it is same. I will use pickle.dump. I will use pickle.dump. I will not close the file as of now. I will dump the list val.
list val 1
একদম করে দিয়েছি। So now this value will be used to input the data. The same. The main line is pickle.dump. এটা আশা করি বুঝতে পারছো. So now I will give a prompt to the user like say answer or choice. I will take a choice from the user. Input. Do you want to continue? Do you want to continue? Yes or no? I will take a prompt from the, I will take an input from the user as choice. So, and after that record will be record plus 1 because it is the first record. Loop, we have initialized record as 1. So now we are going to take the second input as record 2. So after that, if the choice given by the user equals to no. If the choice is given by user no, that I do not want to continue, then what I will do? I will just break the input. That's all. If it is yes, it will be iterated once again because it is written as while true. Break means to break the while loop. If user choice anything other than n, then the loop continues. Okay. If the user choice is n here, that I do not want to continue, that's all. I have given enough records as input. Then I will break the loop. That's all. And after the loop, I will close the file. Okay. Any doubt? Ono kichu doubt jodi thake amake bol. Let me run the program first. Let me run the program. So run the module. I hope everything is correct. Let me check once again. Yeah, I think everything is correct. Let me. So it is termed as group write. Let it be a program number 3, group write or complex write. এর থেকে কমপ্লেক্স রাইট আর কিছু পড়িয়েছিল সার্থকী? যদি আমরা ভেঙে এগোই।
না স্যার, এরকমই দিয়েছে।
এটা দিলে আমাদের সমস্ত রাইট, পৃথিবীর সমস্ত রাইট কভার হয়ে যাবে। যে যা খুশি দিক, আমাকে শুধু লিস্টটা তৈরি করতে হবে।
জাস্ট এটা তো লিস্টটা রাইট, তুমি একবার ডিকশনারিতে রাইটটাও দেখে নিও। একদম।
So now enter the role please. Say আমি একটা রোলটা একটু অন্যরকম দিচ্ছি 101. Enter the name. Say let me start with Julila's name. So enter the age. Say Julila's age আমি দিচ্ছি 15. Enter the state. Say West Bengal. Okay. Do you want to continue? Yes. Now enter the role please again 102. Enter the name as Shattoki. Say. Enter the age as 20. Say. Enter the state Maharashtra. Say. Do you want to continue? Yes. Once again. So enter the role please 103. Name is Rajoshi. Enter the age. Say 25. And the state is say Delhi. Want to continue? I have given enough name. But they can actually join. So okay. So no. I will just choose no. Look. If I enter, that is done. Clear? Now let me read the file once again. Okay. Let me read the file. Okay, let me read the file once again by using the simple read format. Okay, where was the file? Open that folder.
Sir, এগুলো তো append হয়ে যাবে।
Right, এগুলো append হয়ে যাবে। একবার রান করে দেখি। কি ভুল হলো? আমি কি অন্য কোনো ফাইল তৈরি করলাম? কিছুতে একটা ভুল হয়েছে। students.dat আমি ঠিক নামে ইউজ করছি। একবার ফাইলটা দেখতে হবে। the file that folder complex write. What is missed out? Record plus 1 choice dot break, if dot close, everything is here. Okay, let me create a new file. Might be the format of that file and this file is different. That might create some problem. So students2.dat. Okay, let me create a new program, new file. So run module. Let me give the input quickly now. Enter the role 101 Julila, age say 15, state West Bengal. Now yes, I want to continue 102. Okay. I think that might happen because we are only trying to read the first line. আমরা জাস্ট ফার্স্ট লাইনটা রিড করছিলাম বলে মেবি প্রবলেম হচ্ছিল। ওকে, লেট মি চেক। আমাকে পুরোটা রিড করতে হবে। দ্যাট ওয়াজ দ্য প্রবলেম। সে মহারাষ্ট্র and y say Rajashri. Sorry, enter the role 103. Enter the age, say 25, and enter the state, say Delhi. Those were my inputs. And want to continue? No. So file is saved. Okay, so now I need to read a complex read, because last time we were reading only the first line. We were taking the first output from the file, so that was not the correct one. So I have to write a new program that will be called as complex read. Say, so let me open the idle once again and complex read. Bolo. Just can you just give me 1 minute?
বলো না কেন?
ওকে, আগেরটা হয়েছে, আমরা রিডটা পুরোটা করছিলাম না, তার জন্য আমি এবার রিড করব, তাহলে দেখতে পাবে। ওকে, let me first read. Okay, let me show you. আমি যদি ওপেন করি that folder, simple read ভাবে ওপেন করলাম। এখানে just let me read the student2.dat. Okay, run the module. Okay, to save. Look, that first line is being printed only. So we have written that program only for the simple read. So now I have to write some while loop or for loop to read the entire file. বোঝা গেল? Previously আমরা just একটা লিস্ট করছিলাম, তার জন্য আমার স্টুডেন্ট ফাইলটাও সাকসেসফুলি রাইট হয়েছে, but we cannot read that because this is a simple way to read. So now আমি এই pickle.load টাকে I will place that,
while loop টা দেন নি
একদম I will place this pickle.load inside a while loop. Then only we will be able to read the entire file by creating multiple lists. So that is my purpose. Okay.
Yes, sir.